It is only a matter of days before Caesar will officially become a tyrant.
There he is. The people love you, Caesar. You're a god.
The Senate will not bow so easily.
A parliament of clucking hens. Let me be your wolf.
Go. Do nothing until I give the signal. So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am Gabinian. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Damn you, Lupa.
My son's heart. For your life.
Was revenge everything you hoped? You and the Magi shall drench the sheets with your sweat tonight.
This stuff.
With the Order, I served them and your beloved Egypt. And I'll be rewarded in the afterlife. An eternity of drinking and whoring with my brothers.
The only thing that waits for you is oblivion. For your name, your order, and the rotting corpses of your Gabignani. Up and devour your fetid heart.
I ask only this, that you join with me in building a new Rome.
A Rome with you as king?
Let Caesar speak!
We want a Rome that offers justice, peace, and...
You too, my child.
The tyrant is dead! You are free now!
Do I know you? You who strikes from the shadows.
The same fate will come to all despots.
In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. And I was a god!
There is a new creed now.
Rome is eternal!
She will never fall to you or your kind.
Freedom is not given, Caesar. It is taken. Requiescat in pace, Caesar.
Do you know what you've done? Caesarion would have sat on the throne of Rome.
Listen to the cries in the streets. They call you a dead tyrant's whore.
I am still your queen.
You are a queen of liars and snakes. I fought for you for 5 years. Our people worshipped you. Apollodorus died for you, for Egypt.
For Egypt. I am Egypt!
Then be the ruler our people deserve. Or nothing will save you from my blade across your throat. You are the last of the pharaohs. Bayek. Caesar has been assassinated. Septimius is also dead. I have founded a bureau in the middle of Rome. Yet, no one knows of our existence. Like Amun, we are the Hidden Ones.
I believe in you.
The irony of freedom. We are free of each other, yet it brings me no happiness. We must move forward. Remain in our tempest of blood poetry. Despite it all, we dance, and they die. From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. Humans are not meant to last forever. But this creed will. The creed is the only immortal thing in the world.
Go home. You're free.
I don't want to go home by myself. I'm scared.
Should we take him to the bureau?
No. I'll take you home.
Let nothing grieve you beyond measure, for your life is short and time will claim its toll. But I am no longer who I was. I have renounced all love I once had. I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet.
Hello all, and welcome to the final ending of Assassin's Creed Origins after Ubisoft couldn't decide between the 4 endings that it actually had available and just decided to do them all at once. This is the Septimius and Julius Caesar assassination at the end of the game after Bayek has been left behind by Aya to run the Assassin Order locally while Aya deals with the Roman problem overseas. This is the Aya section at the end of the game, and thankfully Ubisoft actually learned something and made a smart design choice. Aya comes into the end of the game totally maxed up with levels and stats and has the best weapons to take on Septimius and Julius Caesar. It's a good idea because at the baseline you are guaranteed an ability to actually defeat Septimius no matter what the game decides to pull out for his deck of cards. Because the boss fight's gameplay and difficulty are designed with Aya's baseline in mind. It doesn't have to account for how players would have built their characters differently, the skills that they would have unlocked, and the difference between ranged and melee combat. The first problem starts is that Septimius' second boss fight is a carbon copy of his original boss fight with no variations, which means that again he is so freaking slow that you can backpedal to get back all of your regenerating health without putting yourself in danger. And you can just spend the entire fight just getting pot shots on him infinitely because you can always get your health back by the regenerating health system, or you can wait for your charge attack to do that for you because a charge attack is a no-stakes extra damage bonus that you really don't need because, again, you can just run up to Septimius while he's setting up another attack and just chop him into pieces, then run away and rinse and repeat. Septimius was a bugbear in this game. We got to see him multiple times, and likewise, Ubisoft almost had an interesting antagonist. He seemed to have some self-awareness. He seemed to have some flair to him, some charm. And they could have used that, but unfortunately, at its core, Septimius is just a named Roman soldier. He's just a slightly more damaging and better gameplay version of one of the regular enemies from the main game. There's nothing interesting about it, and considering that Ubisoft changed literally nothing about his boss fight from here to there, it feels incredibly lazy, especially for how short it is and how much of a slog it is because all you're doing is just waiting around. And then you get to Julius Caesar, who is the ultimate antagonist of this game. He's the leader of Rome. He's the Templar agent at the top of the heap. He's the guy who we should have spent a lot more time with and should have had a satisfying conclusion and a whole assassination to work around. Something, stealth-based, something completely complicated, multiple levels. Like, this should have been an extravaganza of gameplay design. Unfortunately, we get none of that because Ubisoft is just trying to brute force its endings as quickly as possible. Get to the ending, get to the ending, get to the ending. We don't have time for anything. Let's just hash this out as quickly as possible. So after a completely stupid and barely designed stealth walk through a garden that honestly we haven't had a lot of time to actually get acclimated to because there was barely any stealth in this game that was actually worth a damn, so we barely know how the stealth system works, and likewise, it barely functions. Like, the first attempt that I tried this, I got hung up at the door to Julius Caesar's assassination because I had to kill like 12 guards who all got instantly alerted to my position, and just because their AI was so stupid, they were jumping up and down the stairs, up and down the platforms, and they barely spent any time trying to kill me, and just expected me to come to them, when they should have been coming to me because I wanted to fight where I had the higher ground, where I had the advantage. But no, because of how stupid they were being, they were just waiting for me. They didn't try to actually do their damn jobs, but the alert was still up. I still couldn't get in the frickin' door, but they just still wait around, so it's just fucking bullshit all the way down. So, the alerts are bullshit. It's really frickin' stupid, because if you get caught, then everybody knows where you are. That means you have to kill everybody. There's no, stealth cooldown. There's no, alert to caution to the stealth states being pulled down. There's no consistency to it. And it really just boils down to you have to murder everybody because you fucked up in their game where stealth basically means nothing. And you know what the ultimate insult of this was? This assassination is terrible. It's fucking bargain basement, basically a QTE, because once you actually get to the Senate where Julius Caesar is, all you have to do is just walk up to him and press one button. It's a fucking QTE boss fight without any of the Call of Duty effort in those things that barely require any effort whatsoever. Like, this is a fuck up of the highest fucking caliber. It's a fuck up of something that you almost literally cannot fuck up. Because there's no stealth involved. No one cares that you're there. No one gets alerted. There's no guards. There's no enemies to dispatch. There's no obstacle to jump over. Julius Caesar is standing right there. Walk up to him. Don't even have to do anything. Press one frickin' button. Are you kidding me? Like, this is the guy who's running Rome. This is the top dog of the top dogs. This is the guy who was spearheading a complete revolution of the Roman Empire, actually making it an empire, supporting it completely, conquesting the rest of the world, making it the superior nation state of everybody else. But here he is, just in a frickin' dipshit meeting with a bunch of morons, and he gets killed by just some rando lady who didn't get asked a single damn question, walking in and slitting his throat. There wasn't even any consequences for that. Oh, the Senate didn't give a shit. Oh, they couldn't do anything because they're just a bunch of old men. Oh, just let it happen. The king of Rome is dead. Actually, I probably shouldn't be saying that because as I remember it, the Senate actually joined in with the murder. Like, they all had a bunch of knives and were stabbing the shit out of Julius. I guess this was at the point where everyone just kinda hated him, like he was doing a shit job. Like he was getting mad with power. I suppose that was what was actually happening. I don't really care if that was the case, because while the extra gore and the betrayal makes it slightly better, slightly more multidimensional. It's only a slight increase. The stealth hedge bit, everything that preceded, the copy-paste battle with Septimius, complete bargain basement failure of Ubisoft. This is an ending fart. This isn't an ending bang. This isn't anything that Ubisoft really put any effort in. And it really feels like the last days. Like, this was the thing that they put together when they ran out of ideas. There's no effort here. There's no trying. There's no AAA money behind this. Like, this is something a semi-competent person could code in frickin' Unity given 6 months. Not a project being concluded by a staff of 1,000 people, being paid millions of dollars and supported by true 12 studio AAA backed technology and corporate dollars. There is no excuse for this. This doesn't even meet shitty Ubisoft Final Boss typical standards. This is a complete new low for Ubisoft. And honestly, if this is going to be indicative of the live services period, you are fine going off of Creed for at least the next 5 years. Don't buy anything Creed related because Ubisoft don't give a fuck. Ubisoft don't care. Ubisoft will put in the least amount of money to create the story, but will spend all the fucking time on the sandbox and just expect you to accept that. And I don't. Because there are games out there, there are old games out there, that are infinitely better than this glitzy, overproduced, shitty sandbox game where nothing happens in it. And the stuff that does happen, complete embarrassment for a professional producer. You can go stick your head up your asses if you think that any of this is going to fucking fly.